Everyone's talking about AI like it's the solution to every business problem, from AI agents to AI receptionists to any type of AI automation. And if you're a service-based business owner, you probably felt the pressure, that feeling of falling behind because you haven't implemented it yet. But here's what no one wants to tell you. If your basic systems are broken, AI will only magnify it and make it 10 times worse. You're probably asking yourself why you should listen to me. Well, I run an AI automation agency where we build custom voice agents for service-based businesses. And I'm telling you this because I have conversations every single week with real business owners, and a lot of the time they don't have an AI problem, they have a systems problem. And again, you're probably thinking to yourself, wouldn't me sharing this with you be driving traffic away from my business? Well, the truth of the matter is my solutions work the best when they're used by businesses that have a clear understanding of what their systems do. And if you're unsure whether or not you have a solutions problem or an AI problem, click the first link in the description where I'll go over your business operations completely for free. Here's a pattern that I see constantly. Service-based business owners spend anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 a month on Google Ads. They're getting more clients, their business is growing, and everything looks good on paper. However, they're frustrated because their close rate isn't where it needs to be to get their business to where they want. What I do in situations like this is I give their business a call multiple times at different times throughout the day. And here's the unfortunate reality of the situation. Many times when I give these businesses a call, I'm either met with no answer or a receptionist that sounds super uninterested and just kind of drives me away. And when I tell the business owner this, they're usually shocked. They don't have a clear understanding of what goes on behind the scenes. If you run a business, take a step back and ask yourself, when was the last time you went through the customer experience, starting from giving your own business a call? To a degree, it's understandable why it's hard for you as a business owner to see this, but a lot of the times the receptionists are drowning. When it gets to 5 p.m. and time to close, it's complete radio silence. And if you have some sort of answering machine or a call center that you forward after-hour calls to, I'm sorry to tell you, but that's just not going to cut it going forward in this landscape of AI. Let me walk you through the math on a typical scenario like this. Let's say you get about 150 calls per month from your Facebook ads alone, and you miss just 25% of those calls. That's about 38 calls per month missed. I'm sure we'd all love if every single call would convert to a job, but let's just be a little bit realistic. Let's say only about 30% of the 38 calls actually get booked. That's about 11 booked jobs. And at an average job value of $1,200, that's about $13,000 per month in missed revenue. And over a course of a year, that's $156,000 in missed revenue on ads and prospects that you paid for. When you're busy trying to run a successful business, it's very easy to overlook something like this. It's easy to look at it and just think that you have some sort of lead generation problem and you need to be pumping more money into paid ads. So when they inevitably come to me seeking guidance on the subject, I usually have to tell them something they don't want to hear, which is they're not ready for AI yet. Before you even think about implementing AI, you need to be able to answer these 3 questions honestly. Because if you can't, then you're building on a foundation of sand. Question number 1 is, do you actually know how many calls per month you're missing? In most cases, it's a no. You know, calls come in, you know, some get answered, but what happens to the ones that don't? You probably have already told your receptionist to always make sure to give someone a call back if you missed their call, but even then, there still is the opportunity for some prospects to slip through the cracks, as well as when they give them a call back, they've probably already moved on to another contractor. Question number 2 is your follow-up system consistent? Ask yourself, do you actually have a system in place that ensures that every single lead that clicks on your lead magnet gets reached out to or contacted in a reasonable time frame? Here's the thing. If your competitors respond faster, even if their service isn't as good as yours, and if it costs more, as long as they make sure to respond faster than you do, they win 100% of the time. And the third and final question is, can your current system actually handle more volume? This is the question I like to spend the most amount of time on. This is because business owners oftentimes just look to spend more time and more money into paid ads, while in the meantime, their systems honestly can't even handle that amount of volume. Just think about it. If you're missing 30% of your phone calls right now, if you double your ad spend and increase the amount of inbound traffic you're getting, all you're doing is doubling, if not tripling at times, the amount of money you're wasting every single month on ads. More leads without the adequate infrastructure doesn't equal growth. It equals a negative reputation and a waste of money and time. Let me paint you a picture of a realistic situation that I see happen all so often. Business will implement my AI receptionist and think that I'll run ads because every single one of their calls is getting answered. However, the main overarching problem that hasn't been addressed still stands. The AI does its job. It collects the phone number, the name, the reason for call, and all the important information, and then moves it all into a CRM. But from there, that's when the problems arise. When you don't have a good follow-up system, in this case, the receptionist causes more harm than it does good, Because when you're actually having those conversations and people are expecting a call back or a follow up about a quote or something that they inquired about, and they never get that call from you, that's even worse than you not picking up the phone. And this is exactly what I mean when I say AI amplifies your current system, not transforms it. Most businesses think that AI is just some sort of magic tool that you could drop and just able to fix every single little thing in their business. That is the belief that I'm looking to reshape and reframe for you today. So that begs the question, when do I implement AI? And here's the answer. When you can confidently answer yes to these three things. You know exactly how many calls you're missing per month. You have a consistent and reliable follow-up system, and your current systems you have now can handle your current volume, meaning that you're ready to scale. I'm not here to sell you something you don't need, because that's just simply not how I operate. I could take your money and build you an AI system right now, but if the foundation is broken, they just won't perform. And over time, you can see how that could negatively affect my reputation. It just goes to show you exactly why making videos like this is so important to me, to educate everyone on why implementing AI in a timely manner is important and not just falling for hype. The businesses that win aren't the ones that are the fanciest or the flashiest with AI. They're ones with the super clear systems. And for those of you wondering, I'm honestly not sure if my systems are ready. That's exactly why I offer free one-on-one consultations. We'll sit down and go over what's actually happening inside your business. We'll take a look at all your operations and see where money is being leaked. And from there, we'll see if implementing AI right now even makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense, I'll be completely upfront and honest with you and let you know on what you can do in order to make it make sense for you to implement AI. So click my first link in the description so that we can sit down and go over exactly where you stand in the world of AI. And if this was helpful, I'd appreciate it if you could just hit that subscribe button.